It's me, Lasana Gamer here, and I got a theory video. The background will make sense. Since it's a sword, it's purple, it will make sense. The title will make more sense, so it's down there. See the title? Zoom out, there's the title. It has Aaron's name in it. It's right there. Right there! No, like button is down there too, probably. Down there, so click it, or click not like. Leave me a comment down there underneath the videos, because I know you can't do that. The videos are over here, but if you're in another country, it's over here probably, or up there, or down there, because whatever, if you have a computer or a tablet or a phone, it'll be underneath you, or over there if you have a tablet. If you got a computer, it'll be down there. I don't know what device you have. It would still be somewhere. So, either way, Aaron is not dead. There's the title right there. Aaron's not dead. That will be the title. And probably the word theory will be with it. Probably. If it is, then, well, yeah. Okay. The theory goes that kind of helps with My Street. Let me explain. Don't ask why I'm blending the two series together, even though for the whole entire series it's pointed out there's plot lines in the series gaping holes for both dimensions. Let me explain. There is two scenes that are identical to each other and way of a feeling. For the whole entire series, I've been questioning one question. For the beginning of the series, there's been a character called Rejoice over and over instead of my God, oh my Irene, oh my God. The God part is replaced with oh my Irene. That got me thinking, if she's using that character's name specifically, it must be a plotline near the future. And turns out, that name was a plotline to a goddess named Irene. Lady Irene. Braga! Anyway, Irene is Aphmel. Meant to note, spoilers. Spoilers! It will be in the title, spoilers. With bleepers, probably. Anyways, everyone knows, making theories that he will come a Shadow Knight. Meant to note, I'm upset at Lawrence. Just pointing that out. If I bring it back up, that means I'm pretty pissed at him. Anyway, try to panel it up where you can see the sword. Beautiful Christmas before. How are you? Oh look, my favorite song is playing. Let's go play in a second. It's going to be loading up in here in a second. It's going to be playing here in a second. If there is... There we go. BRB. Okay, we're back, and you can see my OC in the background. And the sword might attack me later, so... There you go, it's not going to attack me now. I'm moving my pillow. Anyway... Aaron is not dead because of my theory here. The theory is that he was stuck into another dimension. Here's 3 things that I believe why he's there. It's time to bring in some paper. Move. Can't do this with one hand. BRB. Okay. I got my theory in the background. The sword is holding it up. Okay, here's my theory. As you can tell, there's drawings. Meant to know I drew this fast. Meant to know my drawing's not bad. This is my drawing. You might not believe it, but I can actually draw this. Check it out on my channel. You will see sketches like this. Meant to know Fox is a flirt guy, so... Bye. Anyway, as you can tell, I put question marks around it. First things first, this. Meant to know that this is supposed to stand for Aaron, so let's put the word Aaron there, put the word Zane here, and put a stick figure of Garth right there. Okay. Anyway, this is a blueprint of, I believe, what happened. But to know this looked like a weirded up smiley face for some reason. I just don't know why. There. Meant to note. Big hands out to Nightcore. Check it out on the channel. Meant to note there's a lot of Nightcore. Check it out on SoundCloud and on YouTube. Probably the link will be in the description. But just type in the description. You can, the way you spell it will be in the description down below. Probably somewhere. Anyway, Aaron, sword, scarf, and letter was left behind. Zane's sword was also left behind, but we can just not care about that for a while. Anyway, Garth was stuck in the Irene dimension with Zane, correct? I am correct because it happened. And all of this will make sense in a minute. Aaron is stuck in another dimension because these two things doesn't make sense to me. Probably does to Aphmau, but probably doesn't to me. Think about it. Why did Aaron have a Pacific relic in the first place to get them out of there? And again, why was Zane and Garth not have that purple ore that Aphmau had when she was trying to open the Irene dimension? With Lawrence, of course, there. But boom! Yeah. Oh man, I have so many bruises on my leg. Okay. Anyway, Aaron's sword, scarf, and note was left behind. That doesn't make sense at all to me. Why was his sword left behind, and why was a piece of clothing left behind? That doesn't make sense at all. People have been theorizing that he will come a Shadow Knight. Well, I theorize that he's stuck in another dimension, because these two things doesn't make sense. The Irene dimension is powerful because the sacred Irene, meant to know, again, warning, spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, go check out her channel. God. Fans, man, they go through everything to just figure out. Probably you already know what happened. Go check out her channel if you don't know what happened. Anyway, the Irene dimension is the most sacred arc ever. In the same way, on Irene's island, the temple of Irene's dimension is connected through there because of the dimension itself. Think about it. The island was missing for 1,000 years. Clue more 15 years, including that. But Irene made this dimension, and during the 1000th episode in season 2, it was explained that Aaron's related to the Destroyer. I forgot their names, but go check them out in the little F-Brush channel. Anyway, Irene's dimension didn't explode, it just shattered. That's weird. It just shattered like a piece of glass. And that brings me back to the temple on the island where Aphmau's staying at. What if there's a relic inside that sacred temple and it just broke? The Irene dimension was probably in that relic. In the relic was the Irene dimension. That explains it why it's shattering, probably. And the relic that he used was probably that dimensional relic, the Irene dimension. Think about it. If you destroyed the Nether, will the Nether be still there? Probably yes. It's broken ruins. And the temple on the Irene Island, that's what I'm calling it. or the Moonscar Island reference. Sorry, my hand's going everywhere. Seriously, that is odd as heck. So, my theory is leaning that he is stuck in another dimension with Irene's dimension still cracked and almost at the brink of destruction. Bring it back to his stuff. How did he write that letter and knowing that he will die? He cannot predict the future unless he knows what is going to happen. He just needed to put it in a different way to make her believe that he's gone. But if it comes back as serious, I seriously want to see Aphmau slap the heck out of him. It's like, what the fudge, man? Yeah. And how is this piece of clothing left behind? Heck, I don't even know where the scarf comes from, man. And his sword was the only thing left behind. Of course, Zane's sword was left behind. But how did he easily how did his sword easily ended up on the ground, including Aaron's sword? As is seen in the scene, you can actually see right next to Aaron and Zane, their swords were only a couple feet away from them. Garth was totally passed out on the ground. But where did Garth's sword go? It's still stuck in the Irene dimension. Think about it. Later on in the series, you see his sword back. How did that happen? When he didn't, even though his sword was nowhere around the destruction site. And the area where the thing blew up. And actually, if you think about it, when the whole entire thing begins to happen, a blur happens. And in the later episodes, you can see the relic zooming out when the picture is spinning around while the relic is in the middle of the screen. That means, think about it. In one of Godzilla's movie, when he was sucked in a wormhole, of course he escaped. I'm using that for a reference because Aaron can probably escape. He probably still has that relic on him. Think about it. He used the same relic to get out of that dimension. What if he can use the relic again? I'm calling it a relic because I can. Don't get mad at me. Okay? Okay. Anyway, I'm believing that he's stuck in another dimension because how did that much destruction happen in 1 millisecond? 1 millisecond. Couldn't half of the pieces be thrown across the world? Because if it caused an explosion, there should be bits and pieces. And a cosmic shock could have happened, sending the waves of ocean, the boat might set sail, or some glass shattering. Because if an explosion happens, a full weight of air will be pushing items around. How come some of the items around the explosion site was not pushed around? Probably they forgot about explosion sites. Or they got stuck in another dimension. Well, that's all I have for today, guys. But in the next video, I will have more information probably if I pay attention seriously to the background. Meant to know, in one of the episodes, you can actually see what Aaron in one of the hide and seeks when there's a Aphmau Aaron actually says, did that character die? It's an anime, it's a show in a show. Let me explain myself. It's a theory in this theory. Mind blown. Aaron specifically says, did that character die? And Aphmau's like, no. She was lying, kind of, but maybe she wasn't. Think about it. Aaron said, did that character die? Even though the character is his self. That means they don't know there's another version of themselves. That means Aaron and Zane is another part of the dimension. They're in the same dimension as Aphmau in my street. They're probably in that dimension. Since that series exists in that dimension as a show. But the people in the show does not believe they are in a show. Or maybe my street is in the show itself. Mind blown. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Keep looking out for everything. Bye-bye. Forever rest in peace, Aaron.